We in there. As long as my ponytail is still here. As long as I still got the high pony.
All right. Oh, need a mic. All right. Welcome to You Are Beautiful podcast episode. I think it's 23. I'm going to make sure it's recording. Okay, it's recording.
Okay, thank God.
So,
I'm going to start talking for no reason.
Marielle, Grandmaster Gaines. All right.
What up?
So you know what? In this corner, I can vape to. Scott might see it, but
Was he right there?
I'm not allowed to smoke in the gym.
Oh, shit. Oh. Uh-oh.
Anyway, so Marielle works with me at Self-Made Training Facility, and if you think like I say this about everybody, I've only had like one or two coaches over here. All right, so most of them I think suck. She is seriously one of the best trainers. I mean, look at her physique. How old are you?
Nice. I'm 27.
27.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever fucked around with steroids? Nothing?
Never.
All right, good.
Nope.
And I was never accusing you of it. You look the way I see you train, and I've had conversations with you. So just from the way your movement pattern and how consistent you are, the weight you're lifting, I can tell that you've never abused or even used any of that shit. So respect.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
So
Consistency.
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce. So how long have you been working here?
I've been at Self-Made for 2 months.
2 months. So you've been
2 months
working
now.
with
Yep.
me for 2 months, and I really just wanted you to get you on this podcast because I've been training for a long time, and I'm an old man. I'm 37, but it's really awesome to see people. And I don't want to sound like arrogant or condescending, but I've also around a lot of people my age that still haven't figured out even half the stuff that I figured out based on training methodology. And consistently just taking an intelligent approach, because it's really easy to be a coach and just yell at your client, push harder, do more cardio, eat less food. But taking an intelligent approach, it takes years to develop. And seeing somebody at your age where I was kind of starting off not knowing anything, achieve that level, have a higher level of fitness, way higher level of fitness that I had at your age. So I just wanted to give you a shout out and bring you over here.
Thank you.
And hear your side
nice.
a little bit on the approach that you take.
Wow. Thank you so much. I mean, it's still, as weird as it sounds, like I like taking compliments, but at the same time, it's like, it's so nice. I think it's like a words of affirmations thing for me. When people say that to me, I'm like, it makes me reflect, because I've been lifting weights, kind of to go off what you were saying, like a little bit about my story. I've been lifting weights for 14 years now. So I don't know the math on that, but I know I started when I'm 12. And I was a competitive athlete for a long time. So I was a competitive volleyball player, believe it or not. I'm 5'1", but I was libero. So what that means is I was back row. So I was kind of like the quarterback in a way. So I passed the ball basically. So I played very competitively. I played up a couple years on like the 18s and I was 16. So I feel like I developed, I mean, I have like all different parts of my story, but a very big part of my story was being an athlete at such a young age. And when you're an athlete...
And you said, sorry to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
When you were 12, 13?
Yeah. Started playing volleyball when I was like 11. So I got into weightlifting when I was 12 because I played for a very competitive team and we had to weightlift. So when I stopped playing volleyball, because I'm from the East Coast, so unfortunately... You know, it's not really that prevalent out there. Like obviously in California, everyone's playing volleyball out here. But out there, it's like once you're 18, if you don't play in college, then you're done. So I was like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? So I was going through a lot mentally at the time, which is a very important part of my story, because I never started lifting for the body. I started for my mind, which is a huge part of like...
And you did that in college?
Yeah, in college, and it was in high school.
So let me go... Oh, first of all,
Yeah.
can you give shout out to
Yeah.
Bruce Lee?
Please.
You got Bruce Lee up in this bitch.
Up in this bitch, baby.
Right?
Hell yeah.
So, I'm just doing this thing when I'm doing my best to pay attention.
Yeah, go ahead.
Waiting for myself to talk. So when you're talking about as you were an athlete, so did you really have an interest in changing your physique and health and fitness, or you just happened to be an athlete? Not happened to be an athlete. You enjoyed that sport. You were an athlete, and your body, your physique was just a byproduct of that. You weren't consciously working out to change your physique. Is that true? Or is that an
Yeah,
accurate statement?
yeah, pretty accurate statement, honestly.
Okay.
Like I was pretty much doing it for my. I mean, I was like, I obviously like I've always been pretty like I want to make sure I'm healthy. Like my parents were kind of like that, so they kind of ingrained that in my head at a younger age. So I think that it's like it's not such a like a one size fits all approach. Like there were definitely all these different factors, but I think the biggest factor is the fact that I was an athlete and because I was mentally struggling and I felt like I was in a point in my life where I was
But the
like
mental struggle came afterwards, right? First, you were just an athlete.
I was an
You were,
athlete.
you were
Yep.
good.
Yep.
You were chilling.
Yes.
And then you were in shape.
Yep.
And then after that was done, you needed another, not maybe another outlet, but you were going
Yes.
through some stuff and you needed something to help with that.
Yes.
Cope with that.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, go on. Sorry.
No. So I could literally talk all day long. You know me.
That's
I'm
what
Marielle.
we're here for.
Yeah.
This podcast is for viewers to hear you guys talk. They hear me talk all the fucking time. So
Kebabs.
kebabs, right? So here's the thing. So your physique and your discipline. So basically, just like at the end of the day, people are coming here to me for health and fitness. To me, and what it's become to all my clients, it's more than that. This is the a source of happiness. People are happier since they've been with me. I promise people that they will be healthier, bigger, stronger, faster, and happier. Right? That's the key goal.
Yep.
Right? So I've already made it very clear on my social media and to my clients that if you just want to come to me just so you can look good for an event or you can look attractive to the opposite sex or you just want to go out and get laid or say shake your touch, I'm with all that. I mean, power to you, however you
Yeah.
want to live your life. But that's not what I'm promoting. To me, when I was going through my divorce, when I was going through tough times, the one thing that would get me out of bed was this thing. And then you can relate to that, too,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So as I started, at least you have one thing. The job sucks, life sucks, relationship sucks. At least you have one thing that's keeping you excited, self improvement. And then that trickles into another thing, your business, and so on and so forth. I guarantee you guys, and I say this a lot, that if you change your health and fitness, you change your physique, your bank account, your relationship, everything is going to change with it, right? So I want people coming into this program believing that this is going to be a road to improving everything in your life.
Yep.
So you come with me with that goal, being a better you.
Yep.
You want to be the biggest, strongest, fastest version of yourself so you can present that to your kids, your wife, your husband, your friends, your family, and then in your 40s, 50s, have a fulfilling life. If you're going to come with the goal to just look good enough so you can look like this character on Instagram,
Yep.
Instagram is going to change the way people look all the time. First, big butts are in, then little butts are in, then skinny, fat. Now a big butt is not enough. Now you have to inject
Yeah.
that shit with something. Now a small waist is not enough. Now you have to fucking do some other stuff.
Yep.
So long story short, over my time, what I've realized, people who actually create the badass physiques actually make an improvement in their lives, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're people who are actually doing it for the right purpose. They don't give a fuck about posting another selfie on Instagram. They just want to be better. So where I'm going at with this is that your physique, you have a top-notch physique. You're strong. You're Jack City, right? But you cannot get that physique if you go in there with the mindset of just shaking your ass.
Of course.
Right? If you're
Yep.
doing it, because like the thing is, look at this. Why are you jacked? You said, hey, I just happen to be an athlete and I started at a very, very fucking young age. That's why I was jacked. You
Yep.
weren't working out to look a certain way. You were working out to accomplish a task, which is beat motherfuckers at volleyball, right?
Yep.
And then whether you want to get onto it or not, I'm not going to ask you. You had to fight some quote unquote demons, and you found this to help you out with that.
Exactly.
And that's why you did it.
Yep.
And that's why you have this physique.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
I was going on the wrong rant, but to streamline it, to get this Jack City, you have to go in there with a proper purpose rather than just going out there to slut it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I have one comment on that. Like, you know how many days I woke up in the morning and I was like, I don't feel like working out? And I still did. Like, that's a key thing. Waking up and still doing what you don't want to do, at least you showed up, you know? You might have a crappy workout. I mean, we're human. It's literally part of the human experience. I say this to all my clients, you know? I mean, once you kind of understand your emotions and the way that like we work as humans and kind of giving yourself grace, like if you're having a bad day, you're allowed to have a bad day, but did you go to the gym? And the biggest thing, especially when people first start their, if you want to call it a journey, whatever, like your fitness adventure, whatever you want to call it, I call it like showing up for yourself. Because once you show up for yourself, you can show up for your family, you can show up for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, like whoever it is, and it trickles into your life. But when you make an investment in yourself and you can show up and you keep doing that over time, you develop a habit. I believe it takes 75 days to form a habit. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 75 days. So there are going to be days where you're like, what the hell? Why am I here? Blah, blah, blah. But there's going to be very big breakthroughs and switches within the journey, the adventure, whatever, that all of a sudden it's like your brain chemistry just starts changing because you start showing up for yourself. You release endorphins when you go to the gym. I mean, you're proving something to yourself. So, I mean, when you do something over and over and over and over and over again, even if you don't want to look at fitness, habit forming. I'm humongous on habit forming. My favorite book is Atomic Habits, life-changing. And it just talks about, like, when you do something over the course of a time, it just, your brain switches. And it's like, oh, okay. So, like, if you don't like it in the beginning, you're not familiar with pain, you might be like, ow. But, like, 5 months in, 6 months in, you actually might start liking the pain. And then that's where, like, it's really great. And us as trainers, we can see, like, the little shifts and, like, the mindset. I'm sure you see it all the time. I see you congratulating your clients all the time. You're awesome. But it's like, it's just celebrating those small wins. Like, it's just very important. And, I mean, I can get super dark sometimes, but we're all gonna die one day. You might as well really
That's
like
not
invest
dark,
in
that's
yourself.
a fact.
No, it's not. Yeah, I know.
That's a reality check, and I think you need to get a little dark sometimes.
For sure.
You know, to like
We're
tell
gonna
people,
die.
like, dude, you're gonna die. You're fucking pissing
We're
away
all
your
gonna
time doing
die.
this. Now, I do want to touch up on something. The first thing that you said, that there were days that you didn't want to go to the gym. And the second thing that that I want to touch up on is about the fuck. I'm having a brain fart.
No.
You said
The days that I didn't want to go, and then habit forming, maybe.
habit forming. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, habit forming. So here's the thing. Oh, the journey.
Yes.
The journey.
Journey, the word.
So a lot of times when people look at somebody like you who's achieved this, they're like, all right, she's been working out for a long time. All right, she's consistent in this and that. Or maybe she had good genetics, must be nice,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What they don't realize is the key thing that they're not looking into, that every single excuse that they're thinking about, that is between them, their physique and your physique, their health and fitness and your health and fitness, their happiness and your happiness. Every single excuse that they have, you went through it.
Oh yeah.
You know, don't feel like working out.
Yeah.
Expenses happen, breakups, financial hardships, somebody dies, you get fucking a parking ticket and throws off your game, something, injuries. Every single person who you see who has a physique that you want to get, that you want to look like, that has the relationship you want, the job you want, the business you want, the fucking tattoos you want, you know? Right? They went through the same shit. It was a journey for them. We will help. We are helping you with that journey. We will make that journey easier. We'll give you some shortcuts.
Yep.
Why? Because you're not going to do the trial and errors that we did.
Yep.
But she went through the same fucking journey. And if anything, it took her longer.
Yeah, it did.
It took her a long
Exactly.
ass fucking time to figure
it out.
what actually puts on muscle.
Yeah.
You're going to come pay some money and you're going to get it right the fuck away.
Exactly. Yeah. You're spot on with that.
So, yeah, dude, journey, pain tolerance, and what you were saying about the habits. So, the thing is, those habits are formed between the age of 0 and 7.
Oh yeah.
So, when your brain is developing, so between the age of 0 and 7, if you saw people being lazy around you, like you're like, oh, I'm lazy, I don't have that motivation
my
to go
favorite
to the gym. That was, and if you're naturally a lazy person or a chunky butt, or you're like a poo-poo pants or an alcoholics, or you're just fucking, you know, get tired. Dude, all those things in your head, right?
Yeah.
Those weaknesses were created between the age of 0 and 7.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me on this subject. I love psychology.
Right? And now
Formative
here's the
years.
problem. Here's the problem. During that age, your brain is in theta.
Yep.
Right? You're absorbing everything. Now that what you develop in that as the background program
Yep.
is in charge of Dr. Bruce Lipton. This
Oh
is
my
real
God.
fucking shit if somebody
Yeah.
wants to call me out on this. Dr. Bruce Lipton.
No, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
No,
I think
serious.
I talked to
I
you
didn't
about
do-
it first day,
you
day when
did.
we were talking.
Lipton.
Right? Lipton. Not the T.
Wait.
Right? So that what you develop in the age of 0 and 7, which is for me, it was like alcoholism, this,
Yeah.
but a lot of good habits too. Like I feel no pain. I can work all day without food, water, fucking anything, you know?
Yep.
Apple Watches.
Crazy.
But, right? So here's the thing. When that program is set between the age of 0 and 7, so those habits that you can't let go of, they're in the back of your head, in the background, and you cannot change them consciously.
Yep.
Like I had alcoholism. I can't just be like, oh, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking. It's a habit.
Yes.
It's going to keep happening over and over again. The way you change a habit is through repetition.
Yep.
You force your body to do it again and again. I kept saying, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking. And I kept fucking up. I kept drinking here and there, but I did not stop saying that.
Exactly.
But once through repetition, my background computer believed it. Now I believe it. It's controlling me.
Yep.
Like I can't physically. Now I have a habit to not drink.
Exactly.
So you can develop a habit to be awesome and Jack City and discipline. You just gotta force yourself to do it first. Like think about a squat. How hard it is for you to squat. You have to think about pushing your hips back,
Yep.
tightening up your abs, looking sexy, all that shit. You know,
Yep.
at the same fucking time.
I know.
And
Yep.
then now when you go squat, you're not thinking about squat. You're just going down and up. You're just easy. Everything else is second
Yep.
nature. So you can create that second nature. So now it's not hard to get up at 5 in the fucking
Yep.
morning and go crush a workout.
Oh, I don't even think about going to the gym. My body actually starts bringing me there.
That's actually very well said.
It's autopilot. Your brain goes on autopilot. When you make something a habit, it's ingrained in you. You aren't consciously thinking about it, actually. I don't think about, I mean, you know, when your schedule changes, you have to start thinking about like, all right, when am I going to work out? But like, it's not even an option. Everything around me in my day is always, I've had 3 jobs at once. I was in real estate. I was training people on the side. This is back in Pennsylvania. And I was bartending.
Let's dig into that.
Sure.
So how long ago did you move here?
I moved to California 4 months ago from Pennsylvania. Yeah, I drove here.
What were you doing there?
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
I was in real estate. So I worked
Real
at
estate.
Compass. Yeah.
Oh, for how long?
Brokerage for a year and a half. And then
Wow.
before that, I was in sales. And then before that, I was bartending throughout college.
Okay. When
but
did you graduate?
I graduated in 2019, right before the pandemic.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking fucked up.
Oh, yeah,
What's
but-
your degree in?
Psychology.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so when you talk about all this stuff, I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Well, I'm in economics and
Oh,
major
yeah.
and minor in math. We're doing
Math?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
never
both
in my
helping
life.
people get Jack City.
I
up.
would
Like, what the
never.
fuck?
I saw you whip out your calculator at lunch today, actually.
yeah.
I was like, what's you
Oh, dude, did you see when I fucking did the numbers? Caught everybody off guard. Did
I
you
was
see?
like,
did you see
is he on his calculator?
when I used retort from Pulp Fiction? Gang, gang, bro. Gang, gang.
My laugh. Oh my God. My laugh's going to like break all the windows in this microphone.
Bro. But I'm like, bro, this is a numbers game. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
There you go, $16.
Yeah,
It's
I
easy.
saw that. When you said math, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
That's how my
Yeah.
brain works.
Yeah. Well, mine is
Yeah, yeah.
psychology. I'm super into psychology.
No,
I'm, like, a
but
huge
the
nerd.
thing is, dude, hard work always pays off. I guarantee.
yeah.
I mean, you'll agree with me. Your psychology degree is helping you over
Oh, yeah.
here. Fuck
Yep.
yes. My math,
oh my.
without my maths, physics, economics, I wouldn't be doing this shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
So I was in real estate. I was always training on the side, though. It was always my side thing. But I was training people. Really interesting part of my story because I have old DVDs that my parents showed me. You know, and we always watched growing up. So I got like filmed a lot as a kid because my parents just did that. And before I left for California 4 months ago, we watched the videos. Guess what I was doing at age 8? I was training people in my parents' backyard. Yeah, I was personal training people.
Would you say age 8?
8. Yep, I thought it was funny. I would make little home videos, and my parents were just, and I'm just training my friends.
Dude.
Oh yeah, so like everybody, don't even get me on the passion subject, but
no,
you
real
wanna
quick,
stop
real
there?
quick. No,
Yeah,
real-
say it.
I tell people, you know what you want
Oh.
to become
Yeah.
before the age of 10. And then
Absolutely.
you give it up.
Yep.
You know what I was doing at age 8?
What?
I was dressed up as Rambo.
No way.
Fuck yes.
No
I want to be
way.
an action hero.
Really?
Fuck yes.
Are you now?
Well, dude, people think I'm awesome. I train Muay Thai. I can kick ass. I'm strong
Yeah.
as shit.
Yep.
And I dress all funky. I'm a real life action hero. I have a fast car.
Shit. Oh.
Fucking, like, I'm a good human being. I
Yeah.
make people smile. Like,
Yeah.
that's the action
Oh,
hero does,
absolutely.
right? Everybody
100%.
loves him. He's a nice
100%.
guy. Fucking,
Yep.
cool shit.
Yep. Everybody knows. Everybody has a passion.
So you knew
Oh yeah,
that.
I've known that I wanted to be. This is not even just me saying this for like the podcast or whatever. Like people have heard me say this a million times. I was, hey Reese, hey Reese Puffs. I was. I've always wanted to be a personal trainer in California. That's always what I wanted to do, always. And the more I didn't chase that, and the older I got, the more I would say things like those little excuses, like I'm old, or like listen that, like I wanted to be doing this, and I finally had enough where I hit.
I was saying that at 35 that I'm old.
Really?
You were doing that at that age, dude.
Oh yeah,
Look
you
at
can,
that.
You can feel old when you're like,
Yeah.
however, like it's just like a cop out in my eyes when people say that. But I mean, yeah, like I was doing it at such a young age, and it's just crazy. I kept getting more and more unaligned. The more I stayed, no offense, Pennsylvania served me well for a long time, but I have big energy. I have big things I want to do. I want to help people, and I kept getting farther and farther away from it. And the farther and farther away from it I got, the more I was just like not pursuing. I just wasn't addressing my needs.
And you know, like I always tell people, you'll never be fulfilled working for money. I mean, you were getting paid, right, doing real estate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
but-
I wasn't. I was working with real estate agents, so not really. Actually,
But
I wasn't.
eventually you would.
Eventually,
but
for
the
sure,
thing is,
yeah.
you were working for money.
Yeah, and I was
That's it.
working
Like
for
you were
people.
like, okay, let's say you start making like 200, 300, 400
Yep.
K a year.
Yep.
I mean, you had that. I mean, you were on that path. But then what? Why did you leave? There was something missing inside.
I was so sick and tired of not like living out my truth. I'm just like, I know who I am. I put a lot of work into myself from heartbreak and from pain. And I think so many great positive things come from pain and the lows in life. I'm so big on that. I tell all my clients that, all my friends know that. Like I always say that. Like what is like when my clients come in, I'm like, what is it mentally that you want to change? You know, like what is the big chunk that you want to like lay out right here and you want to apply to the gym, because it's the most important part. It's like when you hit those points of life, it's kind of just like, what am I doing? Like I had love for myself. I've developed it through the gym for so long.
So walk me through this journey when you're going through that, the journey of quitting your job and then moving over here. Like how that
when I got here?
Yeah, because like people always say, so what made you? There's never one fucking thing.
Oh my
So
God.
walk me through that process.
Oh God, you ready for
Yeah,
this?
that's big.
Yeah, because this is literally 2 months ago. This is
Yeah.
pretty fresh, and now I'm ripping and running my own business, which is crazy, and it all happened extremely fast. But like, I just felt so aligned while doing it. So basically, my company started going downhill as soon as I moved to California. Technically, I don't even know if you know this actually. Technically, I'm like still, and take this with a grain of salt, but I'm still technically at Compass. I'm on leave right now. And then once January 1st comes up, I'm not going to go back. So that was that psychologically was a safety net for me. I was like, okay, like I didn't officially like just quit and like go, but technically I did at the same time because I wasn't making any money. I haven't made any money from Compass. So I had enough. It was going downhill. Like, as you know, a lot of jobs kind of are. We went through like 7 rounds of layoffs. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't move to California to stay comfortable. I just drove here. Like, I'm in this ground right now of uncomfortableness, you know?
And why did you move to California?
Oh my God, so many reasons. My brother's been here for 10 years.
Oh, hell
Basically, every time I'd visit,
And
I'm
you
like,
knew
what am
you
I
could
doing?
work for the same company living here.
Yeah, so I
So
transferred.
cool.
I know we
Yeah.
said that Compass is going to be a bridge for me to get to California, and it was. It was a bridge for me.
You know what was my bridge?
What?
Old Spaghetti Factory.
Really?
Yeah, I started
No
working there
way.
10 years ago.
Wow.
Fuck
From
yeah.
where? Where did you move from?
Indiana.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
I was working at the Old Spaghetti Factory there.
What the frick?
That's where I started, bro.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Don't we thank those
Fuck
jobs?
yes,
Oh my
bro.
God! Everything brings you to the next thing. You just have to get real with what you want. So basically, I leave Compass. Wyatt. I met Wyatt right when I got out here at a Sunday Swagger like photo shoot through one of my friends that I knew through my brother, who's Sam.
Frankie? Sam?
Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Bonpensiero and Tony.
Oh, nice.
Tony.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Tony also like a trainer here.
Fucking hate Tony.
Tony
No,
the
I'm just
Tiger.
joking.
Fuck Tony.
No,
Just
no,
kidding. We love you, Tony. We love you.
Tony's
Tony the Tiger.
awesome.
We love you. So Tony, like, I would come here and I'd visit this gym because I like love working out. So when I visit my brother, I'm like, Tony, I'm gonna come in. So I would come in and I'm like, my gut said I'm gonna work here one day. But like I kept like those little things that you get deep down inside are your feelings, and you should follow them.
I say
It's your gut.
I say that, but that's in my opinion. I say
Yeah.
that's God talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. 100%. No, seriously. Yeah.
I'm real. As stupid as it
Yeah,
sounds,
no,
I believe in it.
It's a weird voice.
I believe in it.
Like that
Yeah.
weird voice,
That
like
gut instinct,
yes.
like right here.
It's like screaming at you, and you just go like this.
And you know
And
when
it's
you're
like-
about to do something that gets you in trouble, and you're like, "Fuck, I
Yeah.
should have done it." You know
Yeah.
it.
You know.
You know.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Now I finally get that like shit that they say, "Gosh, dog, you're not listening." He's yes,
Yeah. Yes.
100%.
So, long story short, let me just give you like the end spark notes of this. Wyatt was like, "Are you a trainer?" Wyatt talked me through. He's a pivotal person for me. I believe that people get placed in your life, and when you're looking for something and you're aware of it, you have like all these things that pop up. Like that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Like, it's kind of just dangling in your face. Like, are you going to take it? Are you going to take it? For so long in Pennsylvania, I didn't full throttle go into training because I got told that you can't make money doing it, and like you can't like follow your passion. Like you can't kick your passion into money or whatever. So I basically finally. I called Wyatt. I'm like, at some point, I'm gonna full on personal train. I'm gonna full on do it. I just feel like I'm really stressed right now.
Wyatt's a gangster, right?
Wyatt talked
pushing
me.
you
Oh my God.
positivity. Fucking.
He literally on the phone talked me.
I
out
would
of
still
my
be an
own-
alcoholic if Wyatt is one of the biggest factors.
Really,
Fucking checked on me every single day. Every fucking
Why,
day.
Wyatt.
2 years, bro.
Wyatt.
Wyatt had my
Really?
fucking back. Wyatt and Mac
Oh my
and
God.
Ronnie. That's
Oh
the
my
reason why I
God.
stopped drinking.
my
Wyatt, Mac,
God.
and Ronnie.
Wow.
All three of them. Those powers combined, I quit alcohol. But anyways, so
Wow.
not to cut into your
No,
story.
it's okay.
But fuck
That's
it, yeah.
freaking
Bro, it's like
insane.
he's a good guy. Like just being
I
around
know.
good people,
Well,
bro.
being around a great environment, changing your environment, ladies and gentlemen, is also an extremely important thing. Like I couldn't have never done this in Pennsylvania. There's no way. I was there like my entire life. Like there aren't even gyms like this out in Pennsylvania anyway. So that's another reason why I wanted to move here. It's just like completely different than the East Coast, the West Coast, land of opportunity in my eyes. So Wyatt talked me out of every single excuse. I gave all these excuses. I'm like, I'm so stressed. I actually couldn't even my whole body was like breaking down. Like
Yeah.
I hold stress all in my body. Like for a while, I didn't know how to handle stress. Like when big things would happen, like I'd kind of like crumble, like internally, but no one could see it on the outside, but internally I was. And finally, like it was my 27th birthday, September 28th, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm tired of not listening to that thing. When I listened to that thing, it brought me to California. So are you gonna listen to it or are you not? So I really got real with myself, which another way I get real with myself is I disconnect. Like I take this off, I take my phone away, and I go sit in nature. And anybody that goes and sits anywhere by yourself with no one around you, with nothing distracting you, you will find a lot of answers in silence, which is very hard nowadays to go sit in silence for like an hour. But if you take that time out of your day or like weekly, you find a lot of answers. And I found my answers. And the next day I call Wyatt and I go, I'm joining. And you know how fucking scared I was? I was scared, but I leaned into that fear because I just did that on my cross country journey and I'm here and I didn't die and I'm fine. So I got my first client at a concert. He like tracked me down and was like, will you please? Cause I do look, my body kind of sells itself and I'm very open, like I love people. And he's like, will you please train me? And I started telling people I was a trainer at Self-Made before I was, by the way. And I didn't really do that like on purpose, consciously. Like I wasn't lying. I knew I was going to end up here. So he's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm going to be at Self-Made like in like a week. He goes, okay. And he paid my rent. So like rent is a certain number here and he paid my rent. So I was like, great. I'm not losing any money. So I strapped him down at like a good price and he was ready, this guy. Like he wanted me to, and I'm like, thank God for this person. And then from there, I knew I could make it work. I was like, I'm not at Compass right now. I have this client. So from here, like, let's go. Every single day, I was so driven by my passion. And I'm like, I will find clients. It's not going to be hard for me. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. Now, Ronnie's
That's it.
gonna kick my ass. I gotta get going. But,
Yeah.
but, I didn't want to not acknowledge everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. Great
Thanks.
journey. What you're doing, no fucking excuse. And I don't want to
Yep.
be a cliched, but dude, seriously, every single thing in my life has just been on almost made it. My knee surgery, making it
Yep.
to America. So all those things were just a 50-50 chance.
Yep.
You like just once, like you came over here, you find this fucking
Yep.
gym, found the fucking client, just everything had to piece it together.
Yep.
But just because you kept taking shots.
Yep.
So I want to ask 2 quick questions before I bounce.
Okay.
All right. First, when you got into this, what do you think you're gonna do different that you're fucking gonna change in the fitness industry?
I really want to empower. I think my biggest thing and driving factor is empowering not just women, but honestly, like I am a woman, and I know there's a lot of miseducation in the industry, and a lot of things that women are still like very old school minded about. I want to change. I want to change people's minds. I want to change people's mindsets on fitness, and I want people to be healthier people, and I want to help change the crisis in the United States with health and mindset.
So here's the
mainly.
thing. This answer that you gave me, I
Yeah.
want you on my podcast again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I want to talk about that.
Okay.
What you want to change.
Yeah.
And second thing, real quick, I want your personal opinion on this.
Okay.
As short as you can make it,
All right,
or
okay.
whatever. Oh,
I'll
you
do
can
this-
make it longer too.
No,
Ronnie's not
I'll do
getting
two
mad.
sentences.
No.
No,
You
I'll
can
do ten-
go
no, go
with
ahead.
it.
I'm
So
focusing.
your Instagram
Yeah.
does not have. It's not bombarded
No.
with fucking booty pictures. It's not very PG-13 or rated R.
No.
Was it a conscious decision, and why?
Yeah, because I don't really believe in. I understand sex sells, and I understand like the trend right now is butts. Like women are very like into that right now, and I totally get it. You know, butts are great. Like I have a butt also, but
No, she doesn't.
it's yes I do. I was a volleyball player.
I'll tag you on the Instagram. If you see it on themselves. All right.
Thanks. Yeah, go look at my Instagram, I guess. But let me dial back in. So I just love people. Like I'm very open-minded. Like I think that's how I got, people, and I'm going to keep people, and people are going to keep coming. But that's just not my style. That's not why I got into it. Like when you go back to the beginning of like my story, like I never was in it for the body. So like I just
Exactly.
don't like. And what you see on Instagram, like Instagram is it's Instagram, people. Like we all know this. Like it's fake. Like what I put on Instagram, like I don't even. I'm probably gonna get more vulnerable on my Instagram recently because that's who I am. Honestly, I like to be real, but like I just don't like. It's just this. It's so surface level. It's like here's the body, here's the butt, here's the this, here's the that.
Do
It's
it
not,
for
you're not
a
looking.
bigger purpose.
Do it for a bigger purpose.
And the only way
Yep.
you're gonna get at this level if it is for a bigger purpose.
Exactly.
All right, Ronnie, I'm coming. You're gonna be
All right,
back on
guys.
my
Of course.
show again. I love you. Thank you so
Peace
much.
out, Marielle
All right.
Strong.
Marielle
Love you,
Strong.
dude.
Love you too.
Peace,
Good
love,
job.
kebabs. I think I start singing. I'm on a highway to hell.
Crushing it.
I'm on a highway.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. Get serious, Marielle. Get serious.
All right, welcome back. Oh,
Welcome.
Does this go down? No? Or I guess I'm gonna be up here.
Wait, hold on.
Fuck it.
I can't be this short.
Oh,
How do I
here.
adjust this?
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Get this chair out of my face.
Here, take this.
Whoa. Oh, thank God. Get my abs in the shot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice. All right, we're back.
All right. Actually, you know what?
What?
I got better chairs. We can
What?
put all. Dude, usually I don't use these chairs. These aren't that
What chairs
good.
do you
Hold
have?
on.
All right, see ya. All right, it's my turn to just completely steal the show. This is Marielle Viola, aka Marielle Strong. Glasses or no glasses?
Oh, perfect.
Glasses? No
Take the
glasses.
comfy chair.
Comfy chair.
Yeah, take the comfy chair back.
I don't like that chair.
Okay. Then we can do this and
I
this.
like
and
that chair.
we'll leave it.
All right, okay.
All right, fuck it. All right, I'll take the comfy chair.
All right, okay.
Fuck it, we're gonna do it this way.
Perf.
All right, so hello, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're actually good, right? I think we should be in the camera. You might be more in the camera, but that's fine.
Oh, really?
All right, so the way clip is starting, I think what that happened is it went from our last clip to this clip.
Oh.
So we gotta fill them up into what's happening.
All right, okay.
So we did the last episode and was kind of rushed because I
was
had
late.
I'm not gonna blame you for that. It's just like a bad timing. We just put it in. I'm always gonna give them a positive reason.
Thank
you weren't
you.
right. The
Okay.
reason why, I think we can still fucking hear you. It's does it go?
I hope so.
Does it go?
I'll just go. Oh.
How?
Ah. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm
Alright.
too like. Okay,
No.
give me that chair.
Alright.
Oh, I saw everybody. All right, screw that chair also.
Love this episode.
Oh my God. All right.
All right. So
We're good now.
We're good now. All right. I think you need to scoot over a little to the left. Actually, let me see.
Holy shit.
Okay, we're good.
Are you sure? Is my bun in the frame?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Thank God. Thank God my bun is in the frame.
All right. Fuck.
All right, we're seriously ready now. I'm going to stop talking. You can go ahead now.
No, it's a podcast. You'll have to start talking again.
I had caffeine for the first time in forever today, guys.
All right. So I think we'll tell them in a second why we have too much energy. All right. So this is what happened. Right? We had a great podcast. Marielle is fucking amazing. She had a lot to say, a lot of cool stuff. And I timed it way too close to my Muay Thai session. So we didn't get a chance to finish it. So you see how this video just changed? We're in different outfits. We don't have fucking Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is actually in the corner. You can't see it. So the last thing that we were talking about, we talked about her journey. We talked about how she came over here, why she decided to change career paths, all that good stuff. And the last thing we were discussing about how her Instagram is very wholesome. It's not really sexualized. It's promoting health, fitness, positivity, just shit that she likes, her family, stuff like that. So this podcast is called You Are Beautiful Podcast. Why? Because I want to promote that people, the idea of working out to be healthy, for longevity, for improving your life in all aspects, mentally, physically, emotionally, in your heart, soul, finances, your relationships. And following a fitness regimen is going to improve all of that, right? So in the fitness industry, what I see a lot is fitness is really sexualized. All that people want to do is they want to work out so they can fit into a dress, show out their chichis or booties, or guys that just want to show out their abs so that they can get girls. It's really toxic. And over the last 10 years of me training people, I realized that it's doing a net negative. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I'm doing another one with Marielle and like combining them is that I want to dive a little bit deeper into why she is one of the very, very few females specifically who is taking a more wholesome, positive approach to fitness and marketing, something that I think it's a net positive in society versus a trainer who's just promoting her ass and titties on Instagram. Yeah. Now, again, I'm not judging it. I'm just thinking about what kind of marketing, what kind of promotion of health and fitness is going to positively impact society. And I think that what you are doing is what I want to see more and more of.
I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Wow.
Did I make sense? Was I all over the place?
150%.
Okay.
No, you were spot on. Yeah. I mean, where do you want me to start? Like, kind of just going off of like my Instagram.
So, actually, I'll give you more of a direction, okay, right? So here's the thing. So we talked a lot about why you started fitness to begin with, right? Yeah. How it helped you in your journey.
Yeah.
Right? So you got into it with my understanding that you actually got into this because you actually enjoy this and you think that it's going to be a positive impact on other people, it was for you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were already in shape. Yeah. You didn't need to like fit into a bikini or none of that shit. Mm-hmm. So let's like go where we talked about it before, but why did you start? Because you're already in shape. You're not trying to look like an Instagram model, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Why did you need to stay disciplined and still keep going to the gym?
As I said kind of last episode, I mean, I did develop a lot of great habits very early on from age like 11 when I was, like, you know, being an athlete. Like you definitely get a lot of discipline by being an athlete and you form those habits in very like formative years when you're younger. So that's definitely like a piece of the puzzle. But then also like I've always been a pretty hyper aware person due to my past, you know. Mm-hmm. I like to blame positively. Everybody goes through hardships, right? I just think the awareness is like a super essential part. Being like, okay, like I'm going through this thing. What is it in whoever's life? Any of my clients that they come in, I like to get everybody on a personal level. Like, what is it that's making you want to change? I don't care about the butt. I don't care about yes, like we want to change your body, of course. Like, of course we're in it for the health aspect and the body, of course, But at the same time, a huge chunk, if not greater, is the mental aspect of fitness. I mean, it's what saved my life, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep, like the way I'm saying that, but it really did. Like, I would be a completely different person. When I don't work out for like 3 days or move my body, I'm a different person. Everyone's like, you're so positive. You're so that. It's literally because I'm moving my body all the time, and this is my lifestyle. But it didn't happen overnight. There's very crucial parts of the fitness journey when, especially if you're a first timer and you're coming in and you never lifted weights before. Like, that's the struggle right there. That's the grind. But what is your lighthouse at the end of the tunnel? What's the light at the end of the tunnel? What are you trying to do? You're showing up for yourself. You're trying to prove something to yourself. You're forming a relationship with yourself. It's the most important thing. I truly think, I mean, this is kind of a, hard statement, but if everybody in the world worked on themselves and actually dove into it, which is a very hard thing to do, by the way, it's very hard to do. Doing constant work on yourself is painful, especially if you haven't processed things from your past, whatever like trauma it is. Everybody has trauma. Everybody. I know the word trauma is kind of like overused now, like, oh, trauma, it gets a negative connotation, but I was a psychology major and I'm very into the psychology of fitness, and whatever it is, what is the reason why you're starting, and how can we just like keep following that? Because all of a sudden everything's going to start shifting in your mind. And, if you're like a couple months into your fitness journey, if you're self-aware, and I try to put that into my clients' ears, like, how do you feel? How do you feel? You'll start to notice everything looks more colorful. Like, that palm tree looks different today. You're going on a walk and you're noticing more things. I mean, it literally changed my life, and I'm just so passionate about it. And it's like, I've never been in it. To kind of flip to my Instagram too. Like, I mean, I'm from the East Coast. I think that's a small little part of the puzzle. I come from an Italian culture. The way I got raised too is like, just be yourself in certain ways. And I mean, I don't fake things. Like, I mean, yes, like I have an ass. Like, I was a volleyball player for 12 plus years of my life, competitive athlete. I naturally have a butt because of volleyball. Do I show it all the time? No, I don't really think that I like have to. Is it a trend right now? Absolutely. I totally get it. I mean, butts look great. Like, a nice butt on a girl, of course. But at the same time, it's like, that is a very small like portion of the puzzle. When people come in and they're like, oh, I want a butt. I'm like, I get what they're saying, but that I try to shift their mind. Like, what is it in your life that is actually making you start? Like, what's your why? What's your passion with this? Who hurt you? Like, what are the reasons? And then we can kind of go from there. And that's what really, I think, helps people stay on the lifestyle trend of fitness, instead of like short term, like, and then you just stop working out. I mean, how many times have we seen people that like are coming in for the wrong reasons and they stop? Because there's nothing driving them. What's driving you?
Let's dig into that point real quick too. Like, coming in for the wrong reason and stopping. So here's what I see, right? They're only focused on the end goal. Their only goal is like just to get good enough to the point where they can start taking sexy pictures on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. So that mindset is, once I lose the body fat, once I have the butt, once I have the abs, whether it's a guy or a girl, things are going to get better, right? I'm going to feel better. I'm going to get a little bit of attention and this and that.
Yes.
Now, coming from, let's say you look like the person that a lot of, like the end goal of what a lot of these girls are trying to get. Some of these viewers will say that, oh, she's too big. Okay, let's take a little bit of muscle off of you, right? You have no body fat. You're comfortable in your frame. Mm-hmm. But let's say you start working out, and the problem is the insecurity. Yeah. The problem is the lack of confidence. The problem is maybe you don't have a relationship with your partner, or you have a tough time finding a partner. Mm-hmm. Once you fit into that dress and get rid of the body fat, right? And let's say you look like that Instagram person, which is what you look like. Mm-hmm. Do you think those mental health thing, relationship thing, the security, the confidence, the heart and soul being positive, does that go away all of a sudden just because you change your physique?
No.
So seriously,
No.
like you had all that. I mean, you look good.
Yep.
You didn't have body fat. I mean, there's still something that you were missing, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
so dig
Yeah.
a little
Dig into
bit into
that.
so I want so you are beautiful. The reason why I say you are beautiful because when my clients come in, I tell them you are beautiful right now,
Yeah.
with or without the body fat. If your loved ones love you more, or your partner, your friends love you and like you more after you dropped a few pounds of body fat, they don't. You should leave them right now.
100%.
None of that is going to change.
Yep.
And if you are unhappy right now, if you're insecure right now,
Yep.
just changing the way you look is not going to make that go away.
No.
And I'll give you the floor. Please, because coming from me, sorry, I keep interrupting.
No,
you.
it's okay.
Coming from me, it doesn't make sense because I'm not a female. I am already shredded and all that shit. Now you look like this person that these females are trying to look like. They're trying to diet. They're trying to fucking going getting BBLs and plastic surgery and all that shit. Please explain to them that that's not the fucking answer.
I understand why, I really do. Like, I understand why, I think like being a woman and walking in, let me start here. Fitness has come a long way with women. I think about, like, I would say I've been lifting weights for 13 years now, 27, something like that, 13, 14 years, 14. So like, I understand walking into a gym and being intimidated. I do. I've literally been there. I didn't just wake up and like, all of a sudden, look like this or have this mindset. I mean, it's taken constant work and I'm still working on it, like there's different parts to the journey, it's never ending, but you get more comfortable with it. It's really hard to like frame this. I mean, I think in life, it's not about what people think it is. It's just like the same thing with money. It's like you think that you're going to get money, then you get there and you look around
Great
and you
point.
don't have anybody, right? And it's like you get to a certain point. It's like there's a lot of stories with athletes, actually. It's like people that are in, Olympians. They'll get to a certain point. You've heard a lot of stories. Like Michael Phelps has talked about this. They reach major depressions, these athletes. It's like, it doesn't matter. If anybody has a big goal in mind, even take it out of fitness, right? It's like, here's the huge goal, right? And you get there. How many times has anybody out there, whoever's watching this, reached a huge goal and you get there and there's no parade? It's great for like, 5 minutes, whatever it is. If you run a marathon, it's great, right? For a day. And then next day you wake up and it's like, okay. And then you just keep moving on and then you just keep going through life. There's no parade, there's no confetti, there's no piñata. You reach the goal and it's there. And that's not what life is about. Life is about the simple things. It's about friends. It's about relationships. It's about connecting with people. It's about feeling great about yourself. It's about being in the car by yourself and not having to like numb yourself with music, like actually being okay in your thoughts. But it's like, how do you get there? Right. And it's like, I'm very big on like digging into your past too. I'm very big on that. I know that some people won't like to hear that, but there's a reason why when we are adults and we hit like our mid-20s and up or whatever age it is, a lot of mental health issues come out. We just went through a major pandemic. I think people need to understand that. I mean, we're coming like from the trickle effects after. It's like, weird time.
I went to jail during the pandemic.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no charges, but I went to jail.
Yeah. I mean, it was a triggering time, right? Like triggers. Like, and I don't know. It's like, as soon as you stop doing this and pointing at other people and go like this, that is the day that your life will change because everybody knows what the problems are. I have clients come in and it's like, why am I not dropping body fat? It's like, well, you're not eating right at all at the same time. Yes, we're lifting, but like you have to do your part in yourself. I'm really in like the weeds in this right now, but let me kind of bring it back. Like, it really is like, it's not about, I think I'm trying to give you like different metaphors. It's like you get to this place, right? You become a millionaire. You've heard, if you listen to other podcasts, the Ed Milet show, you'll hear a lot of like multimillionaires come in and it's like, they're not happy. And it's the same thing. It's like a material thing. Your body, yes, we should be concerned about our bodies, the way we look, our health. The health aspect is the biggest thing about fitness. I mean, I'm NASM certified. Like I learned so many facts through NASM. I was like, holy crap, that I like never even knew. And basically it's like there's so many diseases and like pretty much almost anything will go away if you just start lifting weights,
So sorry, go ahead.
So I mean, the final thing I'll say is I think everyone sees what I'm getting at. Like when you reach a goal, great. I mean, I I don't really even like think about my body. People will point little things out about my body. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm still like, oh yeah, I guess you're saying that stuff earlier, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I do look great. I love my body. I mean, I molded my body into what I wanted it to be, but you know how I got there? Because when things bother me in life, or when I'm having a bad day, which is a human thing, and when things bother me, guess where I go? I go to the gym, and that's my therapy. And I mean, now I'm actually in therapy too, which is great to be like in both, doing your physical outlet, also processing things. But I mean, there's a reason why everybody is the way that they are, and everybody has their own story. But starting in the gym and starting a fitness journey like this and saying, you know what, like I've had it, like I'm having a breaking point right now. Like I've had a couple clients come in and they're like at a breaking point, or they're upset about something. And that's the gold right there to me. Right. So I'll stop there.
So you did really good. Now, some of these assholes who are watching, you're not all of these. There's some, only if you're not talking shit about Marielle right now, then you're not an asshole, right? Now, some of
Talk
these
shit,
assholes are going to be like, she's all over the place and this and that. I mean, people ground shit, but look, I'm going to put a little bit of Grandmaster finesse into what you said. You said a lot of juicy stuff. Of juicy stuff. Now, before your mind is like, what's going on?
Yeah, I talk a lot.
All right. So I was following. So the question started with, you look like like when people start working out, their main goal is just to look shredded. And they think that once they get shredded like her, the problems will go away. She's saying no. Now, the good point that she made was a lot of athletes have that, a lot of people who are business professionals have that, she had it, I had it, is that you just focus on the goal and you realize once you get to the goal, you're going to be happy. But if your goal is just to get shredded, just to put that picture out there, right, just to get a certain amount of bench press, just to get abs so you can attract the other person, that goal, just that absolute goal, will never make you happy.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
It's because happiness, in my opinion, is a constant state of being.
Ooh,
right?
progress.
It's a constant state of being. So happiness is constant positive change, right?
Yes.
Anything in life, in the world, in the animal kingdom, it's constantly in motion. You see bees, birds, they're constantly working. Human beings, this is just a very short span of time in the last 50 to 100 years where we have this luxury to always have food and shelter. Right? We always have access. Like, if you go back 50, 100 years, your entire day revolved around making sure that your family is fed, protected, nobody comes, rapes, and kills you. You have to go outside, hunt a lion, fucking fight a lion, get some food, and come back. You're fighting diseases. There's no laws, nothing. Now, look, we had no problem. We had air conditioning. We have heater. We have gas for our car. If shit hits the fucking fan, and something happens where I'm dead broke, I have 30 trainers over here. One of them will give me some food and place to stay. Life is really, really fucking easy.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we're in we have nothing to do. If you're constantly working to get food, get a partner, protect your family, and all that stuff, you don't have time to be bored and fucking
survival, baby.
Happiness.
Survival.
But now, when you have too much time, you lose meaning in life. And you think that reaching that one goal of money is going to give you meaning. Meaning in life comes from understanding that it's limited and you got to enjoy every single moment.
Yep.
So look at it this way, right? I want more money. I want to have more money in my bank account. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be pissed off all the way up there. When I this is our 23rd episode of my podcast. I have 10, 15, 20, however many people watching this. About 20 episodes ago, nobody was watching it. I had one episode. I wasn't like, I'm going to be happy when I finally have somebody like you sitting on my... But because first, like, nobody even wanted to come on my podcast. Just my clients would show up because they like me and they give a shit. Right? I wasn't like, until I get somebody who actually is Jack like you, and then I'm
Thanks,
gonna... I'm not going to be like, until I have 100 fucking episodes, bro.
Yeah.
Just the fact that I have one, I'm happy.
Oh my God. That's
just the fact
awesome.
that I can make it to the gym. Just the fact that I can train 1 month, one time with Marielle, paying her hundreds of dollars, is good enough.
Thousands.
It's good enough. Because the thing is, you're never going to get there.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen? I want a fucking Rolls Royce. They're like, oh my God, Rolls Royce. I will get that fucking Rolls Royce. And when I have that fucking Rolls Royce, I will want 2 Rolls Royces.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
human.
yeah, exactly.
That's being human, never satisfied.
So understand that constant positive change, and not in just one single area. That's the thing. You limit your goals to just money, just physique. You're gonna get fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, because like when people come up to me, right? Just think about what you're getting out of what you're doing, right? So, for example, look at this podcast.
Yeah.
Right. If I just base this off of how much money I'm gonna get or how many people, like right now, maybe 5 people might watch this.
Yeah.
I might not get a single client. She might not get a single client. What are we gonna do? Oh, we just pissed away 30 fucking minutes. No, dude. I enjoyed
I love
hanging
this
out with you.
conversation.
This is a good time. If I go and die on the way back right now from the gym, will I? What else could I have done with this
Exactly.
time? Hung out with you,
Yep.
had a nice little conversation, looked sexy on camera, or I could have pissed away my fucking time, smoke weed, or fucking watch fucking TV. What would I rather do with my last 30 minutes of my fucking life?
Connect with people.
Exactly, dude.
Yep, that's what we all need, baby.
So go to the because the thing is, if you're thinking about the end goal, I just want to get shredded. Okay, when you get fucking shredded, now what? Now you're gonna stop? Are you gonna stop training? No, you're gonna want to do more.
Exactly.
So just think about it this way: when you get to the gym and you're like, I'm not gonna stop. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Now look at Marielle. You're talking about, hey, I want to go to the gym and get a trainer so I can look sexy. Done. That's all you got. So let's say you spend a year with me. I charge $400 a month for group training. 4 times fucking 12 is $4,800. You gave me $5,000 a year just to drop some fucking body fat. That's all you did, right? What did she do? She got happier. She got more disciplined. Do you think that your workout routine helped you in your business?
Yeah.
Did you think you staying disciplined in your diet and nutrition help you become a better person?
Oh yeah.
Did it? I mean,
Yeah.
Did it improve your relationships?
Yes, but also I still had a little work to do with like my past and like processing.
Actually, you go over it.
Yeah.
Besides the physique, which you already had, and you already talked over it, just list all the areas where working out, getting healthier, starting a better, developing better eating habits.
Yeah.
Talk about all the things where it helped you out besides your
God.
physique.
Holy crap. It helped me. It helped me with my people skills for sure. My money managing, this is so random.
Bro,
but
your
it's just-
bank account goes up.
Yeah, I know.
You get fitter, your
I
bank
manage
account goes
money
up.
like way better. My mind, of course. My happiness levels, my ability to deal with stress. That's a big one. My ability to bounce back quicker. My ability to deal with ambiguity. So like shift and change. I'm more resilient for sure, and disciplined, of course. And like, I just think like the way like it just translates into my life. My life has just gotten so much better. I mean, I love myself. I mean, I wake up in the morning, and I don't mean that from like a cocky standpoint. I don't wake up in the morning and like, yeah, Marielle, like, absolutely. I mean, I do. Like, to be honest, I do. But it's never like. It's always from like a genuine place. Like I actually have a friendship with myself. I mean, who can say that, you know? I enjoy myself when I'm like driving in my car. I'm like, I feel like I'm with another person.
So you love yourself. You like yourself. You're happy
really-
with yourself. Now
Yes.
think about it this way: somebody who comes in hating themselves just because Instagram told them they were ugly, they will change their entire physique.
Yeah.
They can get those fucking lips. They can get that liposuction. They can put some shit in their fucking ass. It will not make them happier.
No.
It will not make them like them. It will not fucking work.
Yeah.
Now think about it. Your bank account is better. You're mentally healthier. You have better relationships. You're fucking. Hey, look, if you're fat and cranky, I mean, you wouldn't be sitting over here. I wouldn't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, I see you at 5 and 6 in the morning. I'm like, hey, what's up, Mary? You're like, oh, I'm fucking amazing. If I said, Marianne, hey, how are you? And you're like, oh, I'm tired. I would never fucking ask you how you're doing again. I would never fucking ask you again.
I said that to you one day. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like a little tired. You're like, get that shit away from me. You're like, get that energy away
And
from
that's
me.
because
I was like, oh shit, you're right.
And you know why? Why?
Why?
Because I like you and I think you're awesome. If
Yeah,
I
you know what
thought
it's-
you were, I got good vibes from you first day. If I didn't give
thanks.
a fuck about you and you were to say I'm tired, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad, and I would have
You're just
walked
like-
away. I'm like, yeah, whatever, just stay tired. Loser. but dude, I said that to you knowing that there's a chance that this girl is gonna be like, fuck you, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'll take it. But on the off chance that she takes it and goes like, that's an interesting point, I shouldn't fucking say that shit.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah.
I actually, when I first met you, I'm very good at gauging, like, from my, initial reactions with people, like, if they're closed off or, like, more open or, like, whatever. And I felt like you were a little, like, you were definitely in your zone or something. But I'm like, he might be someone that I'm like, I relate to him a lot. And I don't know why. Like, I can always tell a couple things about somebody before I really meet them and interact with them a lot. But like, I knew you were like hardcore, and I love that because I'm like very similar. And I love when people push me. I mean, because who doesn't love when people push them, And like, I would like to say I'm a pretty strong person mentally and physically, but I'm a human also, and like, I need help, and like, I can be very like, we have emotions. We have so many emotions, and sometimes I have really bad days sometimes, and I let myself sit in it, and then guess what I do the next day? I get up and it's a new day. I don't sit in things for too long. I process my emotions. If I'm upset, I deserve to be upset. They're my feelings. I don't throw them under a rug. My family actually did that for a long time. Like, not to bring my family up. Like, hopefully you don't see this. Love you guys so much. But like, we threw everything under the rug.
I've said a lot of shit about my families, bro. Like, whatever.
I mean, Italian culture, we just kind of threw everything under the rug. It's different generation. So, I don't like doing that. Like, if I'm upset about something, process it. Take it, acknowledge it, and let it go. Don't sit in it for too long. Recover quick. But it's easier said than done, though. That takes a lot of work to do. I mean, you should have seen me like 4 years ago. Like, I really changed my nutrition. I mean, I've been lifting weights for a long time, but I really got into the nutrition aspect like about 4 years ago. Because I was so scared of like not being healthy. It's like I drank all the time. Like, I lifted weights for a really long time, but I was like, getting wasted every single weekend. I was a bartender for 7 years. It was kind of a part of like my identity almost. Like,
so that's an interesting point too.
Yeah.
Because like, look, you were in good shape even when you were drinking every weekend. You were decent.
Yeah.
I mean, not even decent. I mean, you're.
Yeah.
I didn't see like the old pictures of you, but I'm sure you weren't fucking fat.
I was still very similar.
Yeah. So
Not as cut, but-
so you didn't have to cut out alcohol.
No.
To get in shape. You didn't have to cut out all that bullshit, but you did it for your heart and soul. Like,
I did it for my health.
See, if you didn't
Yeah.
like, you didn't have to take it out. So that
was hard.
So that's what I want to point out too is don't change things just to change your physique. The physique is not gonna fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Because the physique you can take a bunch of steroids, overtrain, work out 7 fucking days a week, get some fucking liposuction, this, and you look the part. You're
Yeah.
gonna do everything you can to fix that. But that's not gonna fucking fix this up here.
Yep.
And the one thing that I tell people is that instead of becoming shredded or getting lean or fit, you want to become the person who stays fit, right?
Yes.
So think about it this way. If, let's say you get shredded, how do you stay shredded? You have to cut down alcohol. If you're drinking a lot, you have to drink a little bit less. If you're hanging out with shitty people, you have to hang out with them a little bit less because you have to watch your diet. If you're doing a bunch of drugs, you have to do them a little bit less, right? If you're sleeping like shit, you have to sleep a little bit better. If you start doing all those things, every single thing in your life is going to be going up.
Can I go off of that?
Please.
Your body doesn't know the difference. Your body doesn't know the difference. Just like what you were saying about like the old ages, like when it doesn't know if you're getting chased by a dinosaur. Like, people laugh when I say this, but it's literally the truth. It doesn't know if like there's a predator trying to like prey on you and you're getting chased by a dinosaur, if there's a toxic person in your life that's draining your energy, or if you're getting no sleep. It just goes into survival, right? Especially like if you're not eating enough. Like, another random little thing. If you're starting your fitness journey, but you're eating 800 calories, you're in survival. Your body's going to start storing fat. You're under eating, but you're putting your body under stress. any type of stress. Stress is huge. How do you manage your stress? You know, do you have tools to manage your stress? I mean, there's all these different little things, and it can get kind of overwhelming, obviously, to talk about it because it comes with time too. And you're not going to be perfect along the way. But I mean, as long as you know these things and you're receptive and you're open to learning, I think that's one of the biggest things the biggest chunks, being open, coming in and having an open mind. Like, this might be hard. Like, I might be learning a new exercise this day. I don't like this. You know, I don't like the way this feels. But I think my main point with that is, like, your body just doesn't know the difference if, like, you're around and you're in an environment like I was in, you know, no offense, East Coast, but, like, I was there for, like, 26 years. I'm now 27. Just moved here. And, like, it was toxic. It was toxic. Everybody around me, you know, everyone just goes to work, wakes up, goes to work, goes home, drinks, wakes up, binge drinks every weekend. That's like, I call it like kind of the land of broken dreams in a way. Like, that's kind of how I felt, because that just was not the correct environment for me. Like, I wanted to be in an environment like San Diego, where it's like a lot of like it people are out here. And like, I mean, that's not the only thing. It's like, it's a very fit lifestyle. It's the complete opposite of Pennsylvania. I mean, I look around and, you know, I mean this like from a complete health standpoint, like everyone around me is like definitely like more, you know, obesity levels. And, you know, I'm just very into like the health aspect of it. Like, it's not those people's faults that they've gotten to that point. I want to kind of be careful when I say this, because I don't mean it like in a level of like, you know, what the hell? Why is that person?
I'll
like
make it
that?
sound a little bit cleaner.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You can tell me if I'm just putting words in your mouth, or if I'm interpreting it wrong. Because I think talk about this concept a lot. Is what she's trying to say is the outside usually ends up representing what's going on inside.
Exactly.
All right. If you're carrying a lot of body fat, if you're unhealthy, if you're drinking a lot, it's all those things that you are doing is what's making your body look like that. But the most important thing is why you are doing that. Mm-hmm. You are going out and making unhealthy choices because something's missing in life.
Yeah.
You might be sad, you might be depressed, you might not be happy with your financial situation, you might not be in the proper relationship that you want to be in, or you might not have a partner and you want a partner, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, why doesn't anybody love me? All those insecurities, unhappiness, this and that are making that sadness and miseries and insecurity, it's just coming outside.
Yes.
Now, if you just magically come in and just force yourself only change the outside, that inside hasn't changed. If you get liposuction, you get a BBL, or you take a bunch of stairs, you overtrain and do everything you can just to change your physique, the insides haven't changed. And eventually your body will follow. Eventually you will still get into depression. Eventually you're going to gain that body fat. Eventually you're going to lose that muscle, because you're going to still stay in that depressive state. And once you get to that goal that you think is going to be the solution, you realize that the goal was never the source of happiness, and you fucked up the entire journey. Mm-hmm. So she's not judging people who are unhealthy. What she's saying is she sees a lot of people who can improve their lives.
Yes.
And the path to improvement, one of the things that you use to start that path is fitness.
Yes.
But there's a lot that goes on with it too.
Yeah.
And sorry to go on a tangent really quick.
No, go ahead.
So this is a really good point that I'm making. So this is a really good point that I'm making. You Are Beautiful podcast. I got somebody like Marielle over here who has her own business. She is shredded. She is living in San Diego, right? She has all these things that from the outside looking in, somebody will see your Instagram profile and feel like, oh, she has everything. She's going through the exact same struggles.
No, I'm not.
She
no, I know. Yeah. No, I know.
Was that?
I'm like, sometimes I wake up, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Right? So it's the exact same fucking thing. Same thing over here. We are not working out so we can gain a little bit more muscle. The reason why we started working out is that we needed things were going shitty. We weren't happy with where we were. We wanted to have an outlet, something that'll get, like, we didn't like our jobs. We didn't like the relationships around her. We did not like our setting, the environment, our purpose in life. We were like, all right, let's start something positive. Okay. getting our shit together, becoming healthier is something good,
Yeah.
right? We enjoy working out. Now let's stop worrying about us getting fitter and more jacked. We just enjoy the grind of working out.
Yeah.
We just enjoy the fact that we're not putting in toxins in our body. We
Yeah.
just enjoy the fact that we're not putting in junk food that is going to give us psychological issues. We just enjoy the fact that, hey, now that we're sleeping properly, now that we're not consuming a lot of alcohol, even though we're not happy with everything else, we just feel good and better going throughout the day. And now that we have more energy, now we have a little bit more of a positive attitude, we can start changing the things that we don't want in life. So
Yep.
first we get in shape. First we have a good mindset. Now our body is operating correctly. Everything else around us is still shit. But at least we took the shitty food out. What can we control? We can go into the gym, at least have more energy throughout the day.
Yep.
We can get the shitty people out of our lives. Okay, fine. Everything else is sucks, right? But at least now we have the health, the energy, the mindset, and the time, because we're away from shitty people, to start fixing ourselves. Stuff in our lives.
Yeah.
Then we fix our finances. Then you moved over here.
Yes.
Then you cut out the people who have bad
Yes.
relations. And now maybe when you become the best version of yourself, somebody else who's looking for a partner, your dream girl, your dream guy, is going to be like, I like this dickhead.
Yes, Mo. Yeah. Oh, beautiful picture you just painted. Holy shit. That's a great way to say it. You just said something that people say in like a different way. I love when people do that.
Yeah.
Damn. See, I mean, and once again, everyone's journey or whatever it is, it all falls into place. I mean, like little things, I feel like for a while I was very like blocked in relationships. Like I think that's the final piece with myself. Like that's the final work. Like some people have things before other people. Like you can look at other people, you can compare yourself, right? Oh, that person's married before me, or like, oh, that person has a better body before me. But like one person might have a career before the other person. Like everyone has different chunks that are just completely different.
Bro, yeah, exactly. So I'll give you an example of this, right? So about 3 or 4 years ago, I have a 6.4 Challenger. I had just bought it. I was parking and putting some gas in there. And I was thinking about, I haven't slept. My relationship is going to shit because I work so much. I need to I'm carrying a little bit of body fat. This is wrong. I'm gonna tired. I don't want to go to work. This and that. And this guy's looking at me and smiling. I'm like, what? And he's like, life's not fair, isn't it? Is it? I'm like, what do you mean it's not fair? And he's like, well, look at your car and look at my car. And he was driving some fucking car.
Interesting.
And here I am thinking about all the shitty parts going on in my life.
Oh, yeah.
While this guy is looking at this motherfucker's jack, shredded, driving
He's got
a
everything.
6, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you see that dickhead in the fucking Ferrari, bro. He might be pissing his pants because he has to come up with $1 million, otherwise his business is gonna go down.
Yeah.
And worried about his wife fucking cheating on him or some shit.
Yeah.
But bro, that's his sandwich. He
Yep.
has that fucking Ferrari.
Yep.
You might be sitting at home with your nice little wife with your gut out.
Yep.
And now you're worried about that fucking Ferrari. And he's like, he's sitting at home with his wife and he's happy. Dude,
Yeah.
everybody has a shit sandwich. Everybody. It's your fucking sandwich. All of us, what are doing is we're scraping the fucking shit off our sandwich and adding the fucking steak in here. You see somebody else's sandwich, all you see is the steak in there. Once you open that sandwich, you're like, fuck, that has a bunch of shit in there too.
Oh, it's like that pile. You're referencing the pile metaphor too.
Yeah. So
Said in a different way.
Yeah, dude. So
Love that.
you see us sitting here like, oh man, life will be easy if you just get shredded. Nothing will be easy if
No
you just
way.
get shredded.
I'm still working
That
through
is
like other
just
things.
one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
One piece of the puzzle. But this thing
That's
I
a
will
big-
guarantee.
Yeah.
If you're trying to improve your I'll make an absolute fucking statement.
Do it.
Now here, this whole thing we're talking about, getting shredded,
Yes.
is not going to help be the last answer. Getting shredded, being healthy and working out is not going to make you have not improve anything. But this is what I will tell you.
Say it.
If you want to be a better person, if you want to be happier, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to a partner, if you have a partner, you want to make them happier. If you want to be a better father, mother, all that shit, improve all areas in life. It will not happen without a health and fitness regimen. Or it will not happen in the best way. And now you can keep telling me, oh, we have a bunch of fat motherfuckers who are rich and happy. Bro, I've hung out with those people who claim to be rich and happy while they're getting fucked up. None of them are, bro. I've sat on a fucking boat with a 50-year-old guy, a fucking boat that can hold like 30 people with 10 of my clients. This little bitch was going around acting like a drunk asshole trying to hit on all my clients, and my clients were weirded out and they would never ever want to fucking go to that boat again.
Yeah.
And this guy was sitting down saying, bro, he was literally mesmerized by me and saying like, bro, how are you hanging out with this many amazing, intelligent, beautiful people? And I'm like, bro, because they're just my fucking friends. I don't want to fuck or want to fuck any of them.
Yeah.
They actually genuinely love and respect me. And actually, motherfucker, these girls that you're getting hot for, half of them maybe didn't look like this a year or two ago.
True.
I still thought they were beautiful. I still thought they were the most amazing people in the world. And bro, seriously, after 2 years, I don't remember my clients being fat. My clients come up to me and they show me. I don't do before and after pictures. I don't like taking like pictures in clients' underwears and just posting it on there if they don't want me to. Like if they want to show it to me to show improvements, I'll see it, but I don't ask for them or post it. So I literally, for my clients, show me their pictures from a year ago, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you used to be a chunky butt. I don't fucking remember because I saw this beautiful, amazing, happy person walking in.
You never looked at it like that.
And that's all I remember.
Oh my God, I have chills, kind of.
Dude, seriously, you are work out because you want to be big, powerful, and you want to enjoy it. And dude, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not super happy with the people who are running the show in the fitness industry, but seriously, if you want a trainer and I'm too obnoxious, I will 150% recommend her.
Oh,
100
thanks,
fucking
Mo.
percent, and I will shout out. I don't care if 5 of you motherfuckers are thinking about training with me, and now you go train with her. I'll be fucking happy. I'll give you a high five.
I love making friends. When I talk about this stuff, I get very passionate and like I can really kind of get in my zone. There's all different like forms of me, but I mean, I like to, it's all about like the relationship I have with my clients too. Like we have so much fun. It's so much fun. I want you to come in here and be like, I can't wait to work out. Maybe not in the beginning, you'll be in that mindset, but I mean, at a certain point, like I like to have fun. So, I mean, and the last thing I'll say is I really do believe that if everybody worked on themselves and everybody tapped into the health and fitness space, everybody in the world did, right? It's like we just have one day where everybody does it and they're like, all right, I think the world would be pretty fucking
Dude,
close to world
absolutely.
peace.
If you have a bunch of people walking around who are positive, have a good mindset,
Like that
have
like
a camaraderie,
themselves.
dude, that like themselves, bro. Most of the time when somebody's being an asshole to you, it's just they're miserable and I want to
That's
bring
what I'm
you
saying.
down.
But
They'll just feel better.
Don't you think if people like worked on themselves, every single person in the world worked on themselves and got to a certain point where they liked themselves, where do you think that we'd be in the world?
Bro, I mean, no
think the
wars,
world would be
world
like-
peace. Bro, we
Bro,
won't be
we'd
happy
be-
fucking you. Look,
Yeah.
you won't be worried about minimum wage because you'll be out there getting fucking paid.
Yeah.
You'll be earning more fucking money. And yes, there's plenty of money for like money is not a zero-sum game. Just because I have more money doesn't mean you have less money.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fucking go around. Look, if you're shredded, look, dude, when I was insecure, I used to be a fucking asshole.
Me too.
A fucking asshole.
Me too.
When I'm paid, when I'm shredded, when I'm happy, I have friends like you. I just go around, try to bring people up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm feeling fucking amazing. Why are you feeling
But
down?
then when toxic people come in
When
and try
you're-
to drain you over and over, you kind of like get that away from me.
No, bro, I fucking
Yeah, I don't do that. That was a very that was a kind of the last piece of the puzzle for me actually, which is weird to say, but like I was a people pleaser for a long time. And finally when I got to a point where I changed my environment and like proved it to myself, like proving this to yourself is amazing. Having a goal and like, you know, even though we talked about the goals earlier, but still having something that you actually want and going for it and then reflecting on it is super important because you prove something to yourself, you know? And that's really important. Like really important. So man, dude, I think that we just cracked the code on world. I think we just cracked your own world peace. Like,
so hell yeah, guys, you are beautiful the way you are, but you will be beautifuler if you get shredded. Look, I brought somebody like Marielle to tell you, look, she is shredded, and she is telling you it's not the answer. She is telling you be happier right now. And this is a little off topic. You said like when you first met me, I seemed a little standoffish. That's by design because I don't really talk to girls.
Well, guess what? I was like, I'm gonna crack this guy.
Yeah.
When people are like kind of closed off or like I can't figure them out in the beginning, I actually approach that person more. I'm
So-
like, I'm gonna become friends with that person, or like I'm gonna figure that person out because I actually relate to that because I used to be the same. Not saying you, but like
let me tell
I used
you
to be
why.
the same way.
Let me tell you why. So this will make you understand more. So I usually
Who's this new girl?
don't talk to females just in general because like I'm from Pakistan. We have like a different way of communicating. I mean, yes, the Western culture is going there, but just generally speaking, we're not that flirty or friendly to begin with,
Yeah.
right? So here's the thing: you're new over here. The environment that
Yeah.
usually and it sucks for me
Like,
to
who is
point it
this?
out
No,
whether
say it, I
whether
don't care.
whether you're waiting tables or this and that. The
new person.
new person comes in. She's fresh meat. I'm pretty sure everybody is fucking hitting on her. This and that. Even if there's the slightest bit of fucking idea that I'm coming off that way, right? I just
You just
fucking
completely
look,
don't.
look, dude. You're a trainer. You're not
Yeah.
gonna train with me. You're not gonna make me any more money.
Yeah.
You're shredded. You have nothing. In all honesty, like no disrespect, I don't really have any need to come fucking extra fucking friendly with you. When I saw you, you got good vibes. I'm like, look, I don't do the bullshit shit like, hey, how you doing? You're looking pretty, nice pants, bullshit. Fucking, I don't have the fucking brain energy for
Why the
fucking
hell?
that.
I don't even.
Every single time
Yeah.
I communicated with you, I learned something. You probably learned something, or I learned something, or I sharpened my tool. Like when I told you about that tired part, you were paused. You were like, you know what? Fuck yeah, that's good. I'm like, oh, that makes me feel more grounded in my belief that I shouldn't say this.
Yep.
Every time we communicated, there was something positive. I learned something from it.
Yeah.
Something good.
Yeah.
So that's why I communicate. Me
Yeah.
saying, hey, how's it going? What brought you here?
Well, no,
That
but
fucking-
I sense something. Like
Yeah.
I sense people. Like we're all energy at the end of the day. I'm very hyper aware, and I can tell when I relate to somebody. I was like, I relate to him, and I don't know why. And then I like when I had a kind of a bad day, I had to get rid of somebody for a couple of reasons. One of my clients, and it was a hard day for me because I obviously want to be able to change people's lives, but if it's not a good fit and they're draining me and doing like things that you're not supposed to be doing, then unfortunately I have to like let that person go. And that day I had to do that, and he literally spoke to me for like 45 minutes in the back and
See, now
helped
I
me.
had a reason
And I
to
was
talk
like-
to you. Something positive.
and I was like, I knew that this guy was like exactly like on my like, yeah, you helped me a lot. I mean, we're in the same space. We want to help people. So
And look, you're coming here, putting in fucking 2 hours
I want
for
to change
me.
the world.
Dude, this was
That's
fucking
because
awesome.
I want to change the world, baby, and people's minds and bodies.
Hell yeah.
Come.
IG,
Oh,
Alright.
my IG is Marielle Strong, Marielle.
and I'm going to put it in the description too, and I'm going to put you on Instagram.
Chat me, guys.
Seriously, go check her out. She's fucking amazing. Thank you so much.
I get so like, oh my god, I am. Whenever you say that, I'm like, I don't know how to react to that.
Bro, believe in it.
So nice.
Believe
I know,
in
no,
it.
I do, but it's just still, I just don't.
We ain't no motherfucking nobodies. Marielle,
Hell
Grandmaster
no.
Gaines, we out.
We just did it at the same time.
Fuck yeah.